What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we don't have anything to talk about, so I don't even know where I'm looking, child. Right there. Girl, what is going on? I'm trying to get this damn light out of my face, and I've tried to position the light in a different space, so hopefully you could see my eyes a little better. Girl, it's a mess. So I didn't watch Salt Lake City yet. I don't think it's posted yet. By the time I went to bed, it hasn't posted. I have the entire season on Amazon, and usually it's loaded within the first few hours after the episode airs, but for some reason they're like loading them up late. There's so many people complaining that the episodes are being uploaded late. It's like, why purchase it when the service is going to be late? Like, so I left my 1-star review. I did. Honey, I will leave a review. I don't just be talking, honey. I will leave a review. my my mom, if we're somewhere and I have perceived that I'm getting bad service, and I take my phone out because I start documenting my experience so that I could go back and leave a review. my my sons be like, Mom, are you about to leave a review? Yes. I need to let other people know. I feel like it's like literally what you could do for your community is letting other people know about the experiences that you have places and with other people. Shit. You got damn right. Like, are you about to leave a review? Yes, I am. I'll be doing everything like from beginning to end, like how I was greeted, everything. They laugh at me. So let's see what's on the blocks. Now I sponsor the blogs. Okay. My water is over there. All right. So yesterday with the thing with the dad and the girl saying don't talk to me, and you know I showed it to my son. He's 13 years old. I showed it to him and I gave him some context. Because at first he was like, what happened? What happened? Like, he didn't understand like what was wrong with anything. And then I explained, I said, well, she got up late and her dad got her clothes ready, got her lunch together, and got her Starbucks on the way to school. And she had an attitude because she didn't get up. And when she was walking outside, she told her dad, don't talk to me. And he told her to go back in the house and this and that. He said her father handled, that's the best thing that he could have done if she was given an attitude. And then I said, well, some people were saying that she should have been picking herself up off the floor and slapped. He was like, for what? She didn't do anything. She just had an attitude. Why would they slap her for an attitude? I said, child, I guess to give her a worse attitude. I always like to, I like to talk to the kids because I remember what it was like for adults to kind of dismiss the words and the wisdom from children. And we miss out on a lot where we approach children like we are better than them, like we're smarter than them. And I was reading a comment. Let me read this comment. I thought it was really interesting. So we have one comment that says, I haven't seen whatever the video you guys are talking about. This is from my IG post on the I posted a clip from the video that I did yesterday. And so here are some of the comments from that video. And this is on my page. So Minka goes, I haven't seen whatever video you guys are talking about, but I would say I would have a problem with my child saying don't talk to me in the way you related. That's an absolute no for me. You can express your feelings without coming off that way to your parent. So I do see how it would be considered disrespectful. When you are laying out different ways the dad could have handled the situation, your energy words are thoughtful and respectful. You got to teach to express their feelings in the same way as well. You got to teach them. So her thing is what she did was disrespectful, but the father should teach her. Basically, he needs to embody what he wants to teach her. Like, instead of him losing his cool, because She wasn't in a good mood. He lost his cool and sent her back in the house instead of actually modeling the behavior that he wants her to demonstrate. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like he missed an opportunity for that. So then Charles comes back and says sometimes kids have big feelings the same way adults big selves do at times. They can't have bad days, moods, feelings, or express them. Sometimes it's not pretty or sugary. You mean to tell me the child is supposed to be able to have that much restraint, but the parents get to flip and lose their shit at the slightest hint of what they perceive to be disrespect? Because let's be clear, a lot of what's deemed disrespect be parents operating out of ego and power dynamics. It's literally that, the power dynamics. If they feel like the hierarchical structure is being compromised, they flip the fuck out. They really do. I don't know if I like this. I mean, I like the lighting, but I don't like I know how to fix this. And I can't breathe without you, baby. I guess this is okay. It's the light. It's the light. Well, y'all gonna have to deal because I'm not. I can't. I'm gonna get the light actually to be away from actually the light sources are directly behind the camera. I know you guys don't care about the background, what happens in the background, but your light source has to be in front of your face, and I have it. It's connected the way the phone is attached to the light, the tripod thing, light pod ring thing. And so I have to get it to where I can move the light and it could still be my light source, but out of my frame. Right? Okay. So we'll work on that. But anyway, so kids do have big feelings and so do adults. Learning to restrain and navigate emotions is going to be a lifelong process in the human experience. Every stage in life has its stressors. I never said kids couldn't express themselves, but there should be some regard to how you go about that expression when talking to your parents. If you want to label that ego or operating from power dynamics, then so be it. What I said though is you have to teach your kids how to express themselves. So that means that through example as well as letting them know when they cross the line. And people always talk about ego. Listen, ego is never going anywhere because that's also part of being human. Everything we are given as human beings serves a purpose and has its place. The key is to operate from a balanced space. So that was it. So that was it. Like, I mean, I don't, like I said, at first on Twitter, I was like, I didn't really want to talk about it because I know that people are still raising their kids in a way, like, because parents are not perfect. But I feel like the one thing that I think where a lot of adults who have children drop the ball is that they forget what it's like to be a child. And I know that they forget what it's like to be a child because I see so many instances where adults are acting out and they're saying that they're acting this way due to childhood trauma. But then it's like you are able to identify it. So then why in the world wouldn't you use better tools to, like, I just know, like I'll just say this. Well, why wouldn't you use better tools to rectify a situation where in the past you would have got beat for, right? So my thing is when those things come up and things like you literally say, my mom would have slapped the shit out of me for that. What your goal is to do something different, do something that is healthier than corporal punishment. Telling the kid, suggesting that this man abuse his child is out of order. I think that the corrective action at the moment would have been to model the behavior he expected her to model. How she come out, she's upset. How the fuck you get so mad all so quick like that? So what you did was, and you didn't teach her anything in that moment. You pushed her off on her mom. Instead of teaching her in that moment, baby, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me. You don't talk to me like that. I understand you have an attitude. Even if you got mad, it's okay to get mad, because sometimes these kids can talk to you in a way you're like, wait a minute, hold up. Who are you talking to? And it's not because you are their parent. It's because you are teaching them how to respect you and how you are going to respect them. They're not like, I don't know, like, for real. I think that's where we kind of mess up. It's like you're trying to teach them how to respect adults, and you know how adults act, but then what you should be teaching them is just respect, no matter who the person is, adult, child, or whatever. Respect should go to everybody. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like teaching them respect doesn't mean you respect me because I'm your parent. No, you respect me because I'm another human being sharing this existence with you. Right? And I knew, that's like I said, I knew I didn't want to even do the video, because I know, just based on the way we see how people respond to women in domestic violence situations, we we operate in a system where we blame the victim, right? And so, or the person who's the most vulnerable in the situation. For some reason, we blame the most vulnerable person in the situation for what happened to them, instead of like saying, okay, well, this happened, and let's account for the person's, like, I don't know. I just knew that a lot of people haven't, uh, generational curses that people call in cycles of trauma are being still cultivated in our communities. A lot of people feel like they turned out okay just because they're not in jail or on any type of public assistance, or I don't know, they're not homeless. So they think that they turned out okay, but a lot of us have a host of emotional issues that came as a result of how we were parented. And did they have the tools? No. So, but when you realize that, you're like, you know what? I didn't have the tools as a parent. I did the best I could. You should say, I'm sorry that if any time in your childhood I made you feel unsafe, I made you feel unseen. That's how I did the best I could. What? No, no, no. If you could see that the best you did was that, and look at how it's turning out, maybe you should just maybe apologize. That's another thing. It's like you are higher, so you're higher than the person. There's no humility, so you don't feel like you need to apologize. That's why so many people have estranged and strained relationships with their parents now, because the parents are, I did the best I could, but I'm telling you that the best you could really damaged me. And instead of you saying, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm really, really, really sorry that you, as an adult, you've had these experiences because of something that I did to you as a child. I'm sorry that you're in therapy because of the way I raised you. I'm sorry that you had experiences with other people based on our relationship or the lack of my presence, right? A lot of fathers need to be apologizing to their children, boys and girls, for not even being there for any guidance. A lot of the times it's probably better that they're not. But a kid wants, I don't even know. Anyways, so let's talk about what's on the blogs. Mm. Oh my God, this was so funny. Somebody posted a picture of Jim Jones and Chrissy, and said, "Alternative Black History Month fact. This here is Jim Jones and his fiancee Chrissy. Jim Jones is a legendary rapper and member of Dipset. Him and his fiancee has been engaged for approximately 14 years, currently the longest engagement in African American history. Chrissy also is the first woman to propose to her man. Know your history." What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Van Jones and his friend decided to have a baby together. I got clear and wanted another kid. I discovered my friend also wanted a baby. We joined forces. Maybe the bus broke down. Okay, I gotta take my kid to school. The bus didn't come.